Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel and welcome back to Overwatch coaching, which is of course OverAnalzyed. Now remember, if you'd like to have your clips overanalyzed by me, then go to the link in the video description below and submit your clips away and we'll see what we can do. Now remember, there are thousands of clips that do get submitted, but when the game updates, we lose all of those replays. So yeah, you've got a good chance of actually getting on this show, even though we get loads and loads of replays, because we can't actually make thousands of videos every week. That would be kind of insane. Anyway, let's get stuck into this. Now, what we're going to do today is take a look at a Zarya and a Reinhardt. Now, these guys are playing together, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to look at the current tank meta in Overwatch, and even just a way to sort of look at how we should be playing together and how we should be playing with our team, because the email I got is really quite interesting. It says, "Hey Sty, huge fan. I'm a Plat tank player." So this game is 2,700, I believe. Yeah, so I'm a huge fan. I'm a tank player. I play Orisa, Zarya, and Rein. I duo queue with the Rein in this game. We constantly feel like we outplay the enemy Rein Zarya, but we still lose. In this game, we roll their tanks, but we feel we don't get enough healing. Now, if that's the case, right, I'm going to say it's probably because of the way you're playing, right? You can't just play the game however you like. You kind of have to play with what you've got. So if your supports are maybe a little bit more defensive-minded, then you've kind of got to be a little bit more defensive-minded. You can't just YOLO in and expect to win. Now, this is probably going to be a really good video, I reckon, for just that kind of enhancing that Overwatch brain again. Now, okay, before we start this, let's just take a look at the team comp. So I'm going to bring in my trusty pen and we'll take a look at this. So one thing I'm going to say straight away, because based off the email you sent in, you don't feel like you're getting enough healing. Well, we've got Mercy. Yeah, Mercy's pretty good. Mercy's got good healing output. She doesn't have the best, but she's got good healing output. If we had an Anna with the Mercy or a Batiste with the Mercy or a Moira, then we're going to get a lot more healing. But we've actually got a Lucio. So Lucio doesn't really provide that much healing. He kind of does over the course of a game, but not burst healing. He's not going to help you when you get heavily pressured. Lucio brings a whole bunch of other things to the table. So this means we need to play with the Lucio, play with the Mercy. Let's see what you do, right? The enemy team comp as well, they're matching up with you. They've got arguably a better support line, because the only thing I'm going to say here with the Lucio is you kind of don't really get maximum benefit from the Lucio on this point. I mean, you guys are literally standing on the point waiting for them to come to you. They're just going to walk around the corner and fight you. So things like speed boost and stuff, kind of not super powerful. So we're going to jump on board with Ghostface, who is the person that submitted the replay. And we will stay on Ghostface, I think, for most of the game. But we are going to pause this and we're going to take a look at everything that's going on. So remember, they are playing together with the Reinhardt. So a couple of things there I'm going to call out straight away. Why did we miss the fire strike? We should have totally have caught that fire strike with our personal bubble. And also we should have barriered our Reinhardt as well, because then we would have just had tons of charge. And we kind of didn't do any of that. So that's not great. We sort of did it. Well, no, we didn't even do it. So it's a little bit of a shame. So we would have had our bubbles coming back online again. Now, we bubble our Rein as he goes in. This isn't too bad. We pressure their Rein. Again, this is good restraint. We bubble. Maybe we could have waited a little bit longer on the bubble there. We didn't really have to go for it straight away. We could have waited until they got aggressive. That would be a nice kill if we get it. Bubbling our Reinhardt. Okay. So we've sort of left our Rein, but we might get a kill here. We've got a load of charge. Okay, our Rein comes back. We're going to bubble him. He's literally out in the open. Okay, cool. We've got 100% charge. So I'm going to pause the game here, right? Now, we've won this fight. Like, look at what has happened here. We've won this fight. We've pushed them back over and over again. Look at our ultimate charge rates. Actually pretty equal to the enemy team. So, well, our Reinhardt is winning quite a lot. So we'd be looking for our Reinhardt to just go in with an Earth Shatter as they come through, because he's desynced with the enemy Reinhardt. So what I mean by this, is like we're on 93%. He's on 54%. So we're going to basically get a free shatter in the next fight. So that's kind of like our Reinhardt here can just YOLO a shatter into them. That's what I'd be looking to do if I was playing Reinhardt anyway, without knowing what their Reinhardt ult charge is. But the point of this video is this tank combo. Now, if you guys are working together, there's a few things you need to be aware of with the Zarya and Rein combo. So Reinhardt should be getting stupidly aggressive when he knows bubble is up. But he's only going to know if bubble is up if Zarya says, "Hey, Rein, I've got bubble, it's ready to go," right? This is communication I expect if you're duoing together. You're playing together, you should be talking to each other, you should be communicating with each other. If you're playing together without voice comms, that's a little bit weird. I'd always recommend using voice comms if you can, but I understand this is Overwatch, and a lot of the time, you know, people might not be comfortable. joining in with the voice comms. So let's just stay above here and watch, because this is going to be quite telling. So that's a nice... okay, we're getting pushed back quite a bit here. In fact, we're going to jump on board with you, because this is going to be a crucial barrier. Crucial bubble even, because we're going to need to put this onto our Reinhardt, because he's getting pressured like crazy. So there's the shatter. Okay, so here, this is not good play. This is actually really, really bad play by our Reinhardt. Look at what's happened, right? He's literally gone in and left our entire team exposed. I mean, I'm going to draw on it just to highlight it again, but you can clearly see what's happening here. So he has gone in here with a charge. That is madness, right? There's no need for that. This guy is nano boosted. And the only thing I can think he's doing here is, oh my God, he's nanoed. I'm going to charge him. Now, I go back to the email, and I was told that you outplayed these people. Well, what I'm seeing so far is there's no outplaying here. This is feeding. This is like, oh, he's got nano. I'm going to charge him to get rid of him. The correct play by the tanks here is to be defensive. This is a clear aggressive move. Not to mention, they're also investing the Mercy ult, right? There's damage boost, there's nano boost. This Reinhardt is an absolute murderer. We need to, like, if our Rein was here, which is where he should be, we needed to start disengaging this and just backing off. These guys are going to take control of the point. We want to back off. Then we can hit them again as soon as all this stuff wears off. We do not want to fight into this. I'm super worried about this. They've got a massive advantage here. And the fact that our Reinhardt is just fed, because this is feeding. Like, no doubt about this, guys. This is actually feeding. He's gone in, charged. He's on the ground. He's going to get smashed. I think this guy's... It looks like he's winding up for a charge. It's going to be bad times for our tank, and he's probably going to get wrecked. Yeah, charged into the wall. Instantly dead. More kills come through. That's actually kind of good that we got the... well, he used the Earth Shatter. I mean, the Bob invest in there wasn't great. So, yeah, we got outplayed. We got absolutely outplayed there. And this is the kind of thing that worries me with Overwatch, where... Why does Bastion is Bay and Ghostface think they outplayed the enemy team? Like, they haven't there. That's like, they clearly got beat there. So let's see what happens here. We've got Graviton coming up. There's not too much we can combo with it. We could combo a Reaper with it, but like, Graviton and a high charge Zarya is always going to do a ton of work. Okay, so we're holding in the right position. We're by the bookstore. I like it. If we win this fight, we can push forward and hold the choke. Kind of a bit of back and forth. I do like the way you're prioritizing that Zarya rather than the barriers. That's good play. Bubble our Reinhardt. Awesome. We've lost our Lucio. Unfortunate. So we need to back off. We've lost that front line. We now need to run away. Like, we cannot win this fight. We back off. If we can bubble him, whatever, we don't really want to go back into this. So if he gets out, that's his own doing. But we really do not want to go back into that. Now, I can understand why you kind of tried to do that. But that is not a good play, because if they're better players, they might have actually managed to kill you. And that's bad. Like, we really can't afford to lose you. You need to stay alive here until our main tank gets back in the game. So, nice. Everything I'm seeing here is nice Zarya tech, nice Zarya mechanics. We're not beaming the actual body of the Reinhardt when he's bubbled. We're beaming his barrier because, of course, you can still do damage to the barrier without charging him, which is, of course, what we want. Because remember, when Reinhardt gets bubbled, it actually goes through the barrier. So, if you attack actual Rein himself, you'll give charge to the Zarya. But yeah, still, I'm a bit worried. Like, we don't really have our bubble anymore. We've just used it, backing off our Rein's back. We don't need to bubble him just yet. Now, one of the things I want to talk about with the bubble is I'm guilty of this, and I do it a lot. I bubble too early. Now, I hate preemptive bubbling. Like, bubbling before a fight begins, I don't like that. But I'm guilty of, like, going, okay, our Rein's getting pressured here. I'm just going to bubble him. Like, so if our Rein here is getting pressured now, I throw a bubble onto him. It's like, okay, I get charged. Whatever. They do a bit of damage. They stop. But it doesn't really achieve anything. All it does is give me a bit of charge, right? But it's not actually protecting the Reinhardt. And then these guys can just come through and destroy me. So I actually want this to be known that a lot of the time, if you just slightly delay when you're putting a bubble out, unless somebody's literally about to die, right? Or you're going to use it to block an ultimate or something, just wait a few seconds and then use it. And it often catches the enemy off guard, because they might start to get a bit too aggressive. Then suddenly a bubble comes in and that person's invulnerable. And then you just like absolutely smash through the damage. So again, I think what we're going to do here is stay in the overview, because I just want to see how this breaks out. Let's have a look at this. Okay, playing the corner again. See the bubble? I mean, if we get the kill on this, that bubble's okay. We get the kill on that. Yeah. Okay, so that's actually a nice follow-up by you. There is a Bob in our back line, which is probably going to be an issue for our Mercy. Nice beat off our Lucio, so great play off Lucio. That's actually a really nice ult off our Mercy as well. Our Lucio is in super bad plays. Okay, we've used a lot of ults there. We've used 3 ults. There's a massive charge over here. Whatever, it's fine. It's not going to matter. Okay, so, you know, like, I kind of just want to pause this again. So I don't understand. Like, if I read the email off again, it says, We constantly outplay the enemy Ryan and Zarya, but I don't think we get enough healing. Like, our support won that fight for us there. They played really well. Without that, we would not have been able to hold. And yeah, I just don't understand where the, like, what I don't like is focus on your own play. Like, it's too easy in Overwatch to be like, oh my god, this is what's this, a backdoor shatter? Okay, well we'll go on board with the Reinhardt for this. But the point I'm making is it's too easy to blame other people, and it happens all the time in Overwatch. I mean, it might just be a thing, you know, people do. Like, you kind of like, hey, it's not me, it's these people, whatever. But if you start thinking, maybe it's me, maybe I could have made changes. Like at the very first point, Bastion is Bay charged in and cost us the point, right? It was not the right thing to do. Okay, let's take a look at this, because this is a backdoor Reinhardt, and I'm yeah, they know you're there. It's so unlucky. At least he's trying to disengage, though. But then, yeah, he's stuck. This is not the right place to be. Unlucky. So this was, again, catastrophically bad. Like, that is not good play. That's bad play. And the rest of our team now have got to run away. Like, we can't win this fight. And Lucio, I don't know what he's doing. He's dead. We just got to get the hell out of here. But all of that come about from Reinhardt trying to make some crazy play. And then, even if... Let's just go back and watch this. So he tries to make the play. Where is he? Okay, so he's here and he's going to try and make the play. At this point, when they catch him, look, Zarya is like literally turned around, like, and she's like, oh, I can see a massive hammer. I'm just going to, you know, shoot him. So she fires at him. But this Bastion player, the answer here is to just get the hell out. Like, I don't know why you run round here. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, this is cool because he's just going to go this way and rejoin his team. But instead, he goes through here. Like, this is I mean, it's just comedy. It's a comedy of errors off this main tank. And he shouldn't be doing this because he's cost us to lose this point. See this here? I can only imagine he's gone for the health. And then he's like, oh, I'll just 1v6 him. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, dear. And then we lose, obviously, a Hanzo as well. Nice res by Mercy. But, like, yeah, bit of an issue, really, with the team there. Like, well, with the tank. So, I've seen two instances here where it's been a clear throw by our Reinhardt player. I think our Zarya player is playing pretty well. And is... you know, I think the Zarya plays pretty well, to be honest. But the Reinhardt is a little bit too aggressive. Okay, this is a nice ult because we... Okay, so we've got a nano boost here. We're going to grab this. It looks like we might. Okay, so they actually managed to cap and we don't grab. It's fine. We've got Earth Shatter. We should just win this fight straight up. Yeah, I really like this Zarya play. It's good Zarya play. You can just go forward here. You can be aggressive. I guess the only kind of criticism I might have is you are a little bit aggressive, but I don't really mind that. Like, I think aggression is fine because you can sort of like... You can learn to be less aggressive. I always say that in OverAnalzyed. You know, it's one of the ways of getting a lot of value. You can always learn to be less aggressive. So, yeah, like, our tank player is playing pretty well there. Well, our Reinhardt player, it looks like we might still lose this fight, though. Let's just jump on board with him and see what's happening. No, okay, we're kind of okay. I mean, his overall positioning is quite good at the start of fights. Like, he's using the set positions you'd expect on King's Row. Like, we're on the front line. We're, you know, holding corners, which is what I'd expect. Okay, so we're double grab. Okay, but they've got the Hanzo, so we lose. So, yeah, like, this is always going to be an issue. Like, the only thing we've got to combo with is the Doomfist, right? And if we pause this and we just take a look at what's gone on here. So, there is a combo potential here with Doomfist. The Doomfist ult into Grav, it's kind of the only viable combo we've got. Like, the other combo is, like, if you're 100% charge, then sure, just grab them and try and kill them. But they grabbed at the same... Well, they grabbed and then we grabbed in response, and it was kind of a bit of a mess. But they've got this ace in the hole where they can just Hanzo dragon us. If we don't have beat, we're going to die. And even with beat, we're going to take loads of damage. The only way to really survive that is with a Zen, and we don't have a Zen. So in this example here, we should be expecting them to get aggressive. We should be... In fact, this is something we haven't spoken about in this video. Let me just take a quick drink of my beautiful coffee. Lovely. That probably came through on the mic. Sounded terrible, whatever. We haven't really been tracking the enemy ultimates. And one of the things with the Rein versus Rein matchup is we need to be aware of what their Reinhardt has got in terms of his ultimate charge. And we can kind of track that by the amount of good hits he gets with Fire Strike and obviously when a melee breaks out. But when he's meleeing, we should be meleeing as well. So it's kind of easy with Rein. Like, if we're involved in a melee together, we're both getting the same ult charge, right? But then it's about trying to outplay with the actual Fire Strike. I've not really focused too much on that in this video because it's been kind of more focused on these two playing together as a tank duo and the way they should actually work together with the rest of their team. Anyway, the play here as crazy as this sounds, is to just lose, right? Is to straight up lose the fight and then take the next one. Because then we can grab, then we can, Doomfist will have his ult, and we can just go for it then, right? What are these guys going to have to deal with it? Well, probably nothing, and we might be able to get a kill, right? That's what I'd be looking to do, but we kind of just used everything. So now it's going to be difficult for us to, well, it's going to be really difficult for us to take this fight and win, because they've got everything they need. Well, we're kind of equal, but like we would have, I don't know what Lucio was doing there. Like that's not a great play off Lucio. Okay. Kill their tank. Now Ryan needs to, okay. So I kind of want to highlight something here, which might sound a bit crazy. We could have actually lasered down their back line there instead of going for the Zarya. Watch this, right? So our Lucio, okay, this is bad play off the Lucio. I don't know what he's doing. He should have just been waiting for his tanks to engage, but he's gone in. Sometimes this happens, and sometimes you get a Reddit Lucio. You just got to kind of deal with it, right? It's like, whatever, Lucio. He gets destroyed. Okay. There Bob comes in. I mean, that shatter is pretty good because it means we kill their front line, right? And I like it. Now watch this, right? We bubble him. Here's the decision, yeah? Watch this. Look at these two juicy targets. I mean, you know what I'm doing here is I don't even care about this Zarya. I literally run over here, kill the Ana, kill the Ashe. I kill them. I think you're massive high charge as well, right? Yeah, well, you're 60% charge. I just kill those two. And then, yeah, they've got no damage. Instead, we're focusing a bit too much on this Zarya. We should be able to kill her. Okay, see, look how Mercy has died to their Ashe. We still should be okay here, but we could have just gone, oh god, what's that Ryan doing? We need to help him. Yeah, good bubble. Okay, we should be fine though. Okay, now we just hold on this corner. We hold the corner. There's no need to push any further back than this. We hold the corner. Like it. 5 strikes going in. Okay, but now, of course, we know that the ultimates are unsynced, right? Our Reinhardt's actually already got 60% of his charge back, which is pretty damn good, considering he used Earth Shatter in that fight. But now it's unsynced, right? So Bastion is Bay has got to be thinking, right, my play now is to block their Earth Shatter. That's all he cares about, is blocking Earth Shatter, right? That's literally it. So let's see what happens, right? The worst thing he could do would be to charge in some sort of crazy way. Okay, that's a decent bubble. Okay, we should win this fight. We didn't entirely need the beat off the Lucio, but so we used we used 2 ultimates in that fight. It was a good pick by Doomfist to begin with, which is fine. We didn't really need the beat, but like again, this is fine. Like, try not to. Like, I know, like I've got to stress here. I know that I might be like, oh my god, Lucio, what have you done? Like, Lucio did feed in the last fight. Lucio just used his, well, he just pressed Q, or I don't know what it is on console, but basically he's pressed his ultimate button and he shouldn't have done. But it's fine, right? It's like, okay, he's done it. It's fine. Like, we kind of need it for, well, we did need it for the Zarya, but now they're on a D.Va. So it's like, well, we could do with it, obviously, when D.Va gets D.Va bomb, or if Hanzo just yeets this through, or, you know, whatever. Or we're, like, desperate and we need the ult. He just kind of used it, and it's like, it's okay. You just go with it, right? Just erase it out of your mind. The worst thing you can do is be like, oh, my God, why have you used beat there? I hear this all the time, right? People make mistakes. It doesn't matter. It's like, it's fine. It's actually fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So our Doomfist is waiting for a bit of a juicy engage. He's dead. This is not good for us. Okay, they're using Mercy ult. So they're getting super aggressive now. Okay, that grab is actually kind of okay because it's stopping the Reinhardt getting mega aggressive. We're still probably going to lose this fight, though. Okay. Should we kill the Ryan? Okay, this is looking really... Okay. So, what I'm going to say about that whole thing that broke out, it was a bit of a clown fiesta. But there was really no way we could have... Like, that was the final fight for us there. We had to use our ult there. So I respect using the Graviton there. Like, and you did grab, you know, arguably the highest value target at that time, which was the nano-boosted Ryan. What I liked with the enemy team is they were actually using their Mercy ult and Ana ult at the same time. And that's, like, going to be just disgusting. Like, that is actually disgusting. Nobody's going to die. And, well, especially the nano target is definitely not going to die. So it's difficult to deal with. Okay, so we didn't... Why didn't we... bubble? Like, I'm just going to pause and show the... Well, let's wait for this 5 strike to go through. Okay, let's pause. So, look at what's happened. Look at the ult charges, yeah? We just ate this guy's fire strike. Our Reinhardt has got 2% through yeeting his 5 strike through there, which is fine. This guy's got 9%. He's already winning the ult battle because we just let him hit us when we could have bubbled ourselves. Questionable decision, right? We don't want to just be taking 5-strike damage. Also, we're a bit fast. I thought it was a bit quick towards the end of the game there. Okay, we're pushing forward. We're getting aggressive. Okay. Like, I don't think... let's go into a overview here. I don't really think I need to talk too much about... like, when you see a bubble target, you generally do not just charge the bubble. You fire around it, which is actually kind of respectable. But sometimes it is worth just annihilating the target with a bubble. What I would say, though, in this scenario is when this guy is bubbled, we really don't want to laser him because we're not going to kill him, right? But if Zarya uses a personal bubble, I honestly don't care about just lasering her down. It only absorbs 200 damage. This is something I think people are actually they get confused about. It's only 200 damage this will absorb, and then it disappears. Yeah, sure, it'll give a 40 charge if you just full on attacking her. Well, who cares, right? It's gone, you just kill her. So, yeah, don't be afraid of just lasering through Zarya's if you see them with a personal bubble. Let's see how this plays out, though. We're kind of a bit disconnected here from our tank, but it's still kind of good play. It's slow play. There, Zarya's out of position. We should punish. We're going to punish. She's one. Okay, personal bubble. Our Reinhardt is getting killed. That's unlucky. Do we have bubble? Where are we? There we are. Maybe. Okay, it's disengage. So, I think, honestly, the issue there is just be more decisive. Like, it's the old meme, isn't it, with Overwatch? Like, press W. Just press W. Our Ryan should have just been a bit more aggressive and just gone in deep. Because if he can push through their front line, then that's going to make their tank panic. And we're in their back line. Yeah, there's going to be lots of damage going in, but we're going to be mega charged. We've got Lucio, so we should be able to get in there quick. Okay, let's have a look. So we're going in fast now. You see, like, I like this now. Getting straight in there. We're reserving our bubble. We're not going to get too much of that. Hanzo has just annihilated our tank. And Hanzo was off to the right there. We could have probably pushed the Hanzo, which is unfortunate. So again, this is just a disengage. Like, we can't take this point without our main tank. And we should have personal bubbled there as well. The enemy team now, okay, I don't like this. I really, really don't like this off our tank player. So I'm going to be honest right now. In this game, if I was to look at the players that we've got and look at the email, there's a lot of imbalance here. Like, I feel our Bastion main, or Bastion is Bay Reinhardt player, is getting caught out a lot. I don't, like, if you showed me this replay and I didn't have the email and you were like, which tank combo is winning here? I mean, the red team are winning, right? And it's not because they've got better supports. They're just playing better, right? And it's fine. Like, sometimes that'll happen, right? You got to sort of face up to it and go, okay, that's fine. So what I don't like about this is our Reinhardt charging in. It leaves him highly exposed. Now, he shouldn't die here, but look at the damage he's taken already, right? Oh, sorry, he hasn't taken any damage. Look at that. From this angle, it looks like he's taken damage because the yellow sort of got rid of it. Okay, I'll take it back. But still don't charge in like that because all number of things could have happened. Like, as he was charging through here, he could get hit with an Ana sleep dart, and then he's asleep, and then, well, he's dead, and it's like, yeah, just don't do that. It's very risky play. Okay. All right, we lose our Widow. Not really sure what she's doing there. Front line's getting heavily pressured. Actually, that beat is not too bad. That does kind of keep our Reinhardt in the game, but it's going to be hard to convert that. Like, one of the... Like, their Reinhardt is just... Like, their Reinhardt is just destroying us. But it's not simply because their Reinhardt is, like, a god-tier player. There is a support imbalance in this game. And this is something we've got to play with, right? Our Lucio, we know he had beat, so the play was mega simple. Like, all we should have been doing is talking to this guy, right, and saying, Lucio, just speed us in. Now, when I say speed us in, I don't mean amp it up. I mean, just we're on speed song, right, and we're going in. That's all you need. You don't need to amp up the speed to go in. Just get on speed song and then go in. As we're going in with speed, yeah, so we've got speed enabled. We're going in. I want you to beat Lucio, and then we're just going to have a big F, not F in the chat, but a big F for a fiesta, and everyone's just going to go crazy, right? Because we're beated, we're in their face, we're smashing their backline. That's what we do. Instead, there was a lot of D. And because I'm British, this stands for, not what you think it stands for, you dirty gits. It stands for dilly-dallying. A lot of piddling about when we should have just been going in. And if you guys are playing together, you know, as a duo, the two tanks, you dictate the flow and the pace of the game, and you should absolutely be talking to supports, giving them advice. Okay, well, not giving them advice, but like just saying, let's do this, guys, let's do that. Instead of focusing on, okay, that's not going to do anything. But instead, and they grab us at the same time. Instead of doing, what I imagine is happening is, oh my god, we've got a Lucio. Can you swap Lucio? Can you play Moira? Can you play Batiste? Can you play Anna? Like, we don't have enough healing. We're getting destroyed. When in reality, we're not really playing with what Lucio is offering us. I'm not saying the Lucio is optimal, by the way, either. It's not. But we just have to deal with it. This is what Overwatch is like. Overwatch is not a meta-bound game where it's like, well, it is. But, okay, let me clarify that. It's not a meta-bound game, but what it is you don't always have to play the meta to win. You just have to... The only thing you have to beat in every game of Overwatch is this. You have to beat whatever the enemy team have got, right? Now, this is a fairly kind of meta comp, I'd say. Now, as for tank meta, oh my lord, it can be anything. Like, Zarya is everywhere, right? So I'd say Zarya is like pretty much a 100% pick right now for tank. But the main tank, you can be Reinhardt. You could be Roadhog. He's not a main tank, but you could take Roadhog. In fact, Zarya Hog is still probably the most popular. Winston, so you could play a couple of different tanks, but you always generally see a Zarya. So yeah. But anyway, like I said, it doesn't matter really what the meta is unless you're playing in high GM. A lot of the time, you can just make it work. But you just have to make it work within reason. Like, think about what the strengths of your team comp are, work around them, and this team, like, we've just collapsed now. I don't know what, and also, if you really want to get like super into this, I don't know what this Widow is doing. This Widow, right? Mr. whatever your name is, it's terrible, right? Why are you not over here, Widow? There's a nice bit of high ground here. You can grapple, and then you could legit just shoot them. Like, I mean, I don't know why Widow is insisting on going into the hotel over and over again. It's just not working. But I think at this point, we've got like a major morale problem. You are very aggressive on Zarya as well, but we should not be going back in here. We should have just carried on escaping. Thank God our Reinhardt turned up. Ooh. And our Reinhardt's dead. So we need to regroup. We need to wait. We've got another push. But we need to not die here. We need to not give them ult charge, because there is a little bit of an ult imbalance at the moment. Now, one thing I will say is we know we both used our Graviton Surge at the same time. Now, it can be difficult to track when the Gravs are coming online. So I pretty much say, look, whenever you've got your Grav, I'd be expecting their Zarya to have their Grav as well. So I expect to be instantly grabbed again. And they've got very clear win conditions here. I mean, their win con is just like, we're going to grab, and then we're going to hit you with the dragon. So I'm just going to put this out here again. What just happened, right? We just straight up had a beat that we didn't really do anything with. Watch this. So we're going to beat here, and this is our let's get aggressive, right? As we go in. Okay, our Widow and Ashe, I don't really know what they're doing in the back there. In fact, what are they doing? So this is reportable. So these players should be reported in my mind, because this is competitive. Like, what are they doing? Like, I imagine at this point in time, they've literally just given up, right? Which is stupid. Never give up. And I hate it how this always happens in Overwatch. And it seriously depresses me when people just go, oh, we can't win. You can always win in Overwatch. It just takes one play. So this is just like... just terrible play that is. Okay, look. So imagine they're with us. Like, this is what I was imagining, because I was playing from the point of view of Zarya. But hey, so the beat goes in. We just get aggressive. But look at what we're doing. We're not. We're just chilling out. Our Reinhardt's not doing anything. So beat just kind of disappears, and we didn't really use it. I'm just going to pause this again, because, yeah, these two... it looks like... Where's our Ashe? Okay, Ashe is kind of coming to the fight. It looks like we're kind of winning this as well. Yep, we should be able to kill this. We should be able to get in. Ooh, so we just grabbing at this point in time. Grab them off the point. Grab, kill. Very nice. Like, I would have just grabbed this simply because we needed to win, but like we managed to come through anyway. Bob actually came in huge. But don't ever frown at just grabbing a single target and killing it. Like, that is still incredibly powerful. And there, we could have just grabbed them off the point. We could have instantly grabbed, destroyed the Ashe, and then whatever. We've destroyed one of their players. Okay, so now we're waiting for the payload. Now, the thing with this kind of fight here, it gets a little bit awkward, especially when their whole team's there. Nice kill by our Ashe, but it gets a little bit awkward. Bubble our Reinhardt. There we go. Whenever Ryan is super vulnerable is when we kind of want to bubble him, right? When he's rushing forward like this, we're going to need to be careful here, because we don't want to get too far ahead. Because, oh, we're with our Mercy, but we still need to be careful here. We don't want to get... Okay, good kill off Widow. We can kill this Zarya. We can kill her. Oh, so you kind of got scared there of the bubble. I'd have just gone through her. I just sort of kept killing her with the beam. I don't think we would have got her because she probably would have got away. In fact, she got booped away there. What the hell? And then we back off. Lucio doing his job on the payload. Like it. So this has actually been pretty good. But this is going to be difficult because they're going to grab Dragon us here. Okay. We're going to see... Oh, they don't have their Mercy ult? Okay, we shouldn't be charging there, Ryan. So that Ryan just killed himself charging. I think he was screwed anyway, just because of his position. There is kind of like a nitpicky thing we could talk about here. And that's the way that when this payload gets to the corner here, as the tank, we really don't want to be here. Like, we don't, because this payload is blocking line of sight to our supports, and we can just get charged into it. We're cut off. We basically can't run away. So at this point here, we should have kind of been behind the payload and using the payload almost as like an extra tank, like a movable piece of cover, because we know they're coming in strong on us, right? And you know, that's the only thing we could really do. But yeah, you got caught out, so that's fine. Like, you just die. This is okay. We just keep running away. Whatever. We bubble ourselves. Yeah. Eat that. Yeah, love it. Okay, good. Good disengage. Now we just wait again for our Ryan to get back, lead the charge back in. They've still got their Graviton Dragon combo, which is still going to be a bit of an issue for us. Okay, he's getting a bit aggressive. Okay, good. Good. So that's exactly what I was saying before, with the just grab a single target and destroy him. That Reinhardt was crazily out of position, and we punished him. They do have both their DPS behind us, though. Oh, well, they're nano boosted. Well, Mercy boosted Ashe, which is unfortunate. Yeah, Ryan needs to back out of this. You just charge away. Charge away. Yeah. No. Okay, he got away with it, but he should have just charged the hell away. I don't like this. Where is your team, Ryan? Like, I know where your team is, and like, it's like you're completely oblivious to your team. Look at this. Let's go right into the sky here, and let's draw, because this is going to be disgusting. Like, when you watch this video back, you're just going to be like, what the hell? So there's you, Ryan. There's our Mercy. There's our Widow. There's our Zarya, our off-tank that we need to survive. There's our Ashe. Where's our other player? Dead. Or somewhere. I don't know. No, there. I don't know. You tell me. But, like, this is a mess, right? But, like, the thing is, what I want to talk about here is, yeah, sure, some random stuff's happening. These guys have just been, I don't know what they've been doing. This Widow obviously needs reporting for throwing, emoting in the cinema, which is stupid. Lucio is making some crazy decisions, but we still could have held the first point if we didn't have just charged and died to their nano-boosted Ryan. Anyway, we're going to die with Ryan because we're so out of position here. We're taking tons of damage on the front line. Oh, we do actually manage to survive that, which is kind of interesting. Our DPS does get killed, though, which is unfortunate. Okay, here comes the Dragon combo. And then it's all over. I mean, they always had that in the bag, and they were always going to use it, so it's always going to be really difficult to make anything work there. But it was a frustrating game, that. But, like, here's the thing. Rank doesn't matter, and who cares about your rank? I don't care about your rank. You shouldn't really care about your rank. Just care about making good plays and making them more often. Zarya, I think you played pretty well. So if I was to, like, sort of rate you guys, I think our Zarya, if I was going to rate you out of sort of 10, I guess, for mid to high plat, I'd say our Zarya was playing at, like, I don't know, maybe an 8, I think. And Ryan, though, you know, it's like a 6, to be honest. The Ryan was average. And if I compare that to what the enemy team had, well, I think their Zarya was pretty much the same as us. But there's one difference. She had a combo to work with, and they were using it over and over again. And it was just wiping our team. They had a win fight, a condition that they could just use over and over again to win. So that was super strong. And then their Reinhardt, well, I mean, their Reinhardt, let's just give him a 9 on the basis of this game, because he destroyed our Reinhardt. Like, our Ryan just was feeding his brains out against him. So that was a problem. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Like, and I'm not just trashing on these players, and I'm not trashing on you guys when you know the players that submitted the clip in. I just kind of, it's like a mentality with Overwatch. Like, if you just get into a more positive sort of mindset, and then you just make better decisions overall, it helps a lot. And one thing that always helps, guys, is always watch your replays back, right? I highly recommend this. If you're looking to get better, just fire up a replay after you've had a game. Maybe it's a game that was like a great game and you won, or it's a bad game. It doesn't matter what it is. Fire it up, right? Watch it back, and I challenge you to just say, I'm going to make 10 notes here, 10 points on what I think I've done wrong or what I could have done better, and you will be better for it. Because there's no like magic sort of potion or trick to any of this. It's literally just make the right decision more often, win more games, get that win percent above 50% on whatever heroes you're playing, and you will go up in rank. Okay, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been Stylosa. This has been OverAnalzyed, our beautiful Overwatch coaching series, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Toodaloo.